Today we have the complaint on a 2008 Toyota Solara that the audio for the stereo seems to cut out and come back. And it seems to be intermittent. There's no rhyme or reason to it, but the audio tends to be fine, then cuts out maybe for a few seconds and comes back. What we've come to find to be the problem is what the dealership calls a courtesy switch. It is a switch that's going to be behind this panel here that deals with the roof going up and down, which sometimes becomes a defective or intermittent switch, and this causes the stereo to cut in and out. So today we're going to take this panel off and show you how to replace this switch. We're going to start with, at the top corner here, prying and pulling on the edge of the seat belt holder here and pulling the frame down. This will give access to one screw at the very front edge here. Also, if you follow this panel back, there's a little corner panel here that has like a half moon on it. We're going to open up this panel. This is also remove another screw that is straight down underneath this hinge open panel. That helps hold this side panel in. We're going to remove that screw. Next, we're going to get into the side panel here, and there's a little plastic insert that's taped to the bottom of the cup holder here. And we're going to remove this. This will give access to another screw in the side opening here. That screw. Next, we're going to pry across the edge of the panel that goes across the cup holder panel and armrest and release the clips. All the clips seem to release with this one. We're going to set that panel to the side. And we have one more screw here that's been exposed to remove. It's a long screw. Next, we're going to start over the side and pull it back and release it. Up and away, the clips will release at the same time. We're going to come back to the top edge of the panel here. Make sure that it clears where we removed that one screw earlier. Now this will allow us some access to the back so we can release the connector on the courtesy light. Give us a little more play in this panel. Lifting the panel up tends to release all the clips along the edge. We have a little bit of the insulation sticking to one of the wire harnesses here. But we're going to be able to pull this panel back, set it down towards the seat. Now, we're back to the part we're installing here today. Again, the dealership calls this a courtesy light switch. This is the switch, and it sits in right back in here with two screws holding it down from the top, and the connector comes up and plugs into a little spot here on the side. Now we've raised the roof, and you can see the top of the switch here. Right here, and the two screws that hold it in place. This is the switch that's going in. Again, it's got the top here, and we're going to remove the two screws and replace this switch. Now, I had mentioned taking care of the connector here. We're going to take our needle nose pliers in and squeeze the edges of this connector in and push it down at the same time. And that releases the tabs that's holding the connector in play. Here on the back of the connector we have a little trigger that we're going to push down, and this allows the connector to be disconnected
And we've released the switch. This part goes to the switch. Next we're going to remove the two screws situated at the top of the control. One is right here and one is over here on the other side of this black top switch. We have a Torx 20 or T20 that we're going to use on the end of a 90-degree tool on the end of our screwdriver, and this is going to allow us to go in and sit right down on the and screw and remove. Okay, we're removing one screw. And we're going to get to the second screw. Okay. We've removed the second screw. And this is going to allow us to go in and grasp the switch and pull it up through the hole that it's sitting in. And twist this around the right way so that it fits through the opening because of the height of the clamp that's going to secure this connector later. It fits right through a little slot, and we're going to remove that. Now we're going to take the new switch, feed it back down through, bring it around, and bolt it back in. Put this all back together. The connector clip here at the top back into the slot, secure it all, and put the side back together. Hope the location and getting to the access of this switch helps, may be helpful to you. See our other videos. Thank you for watching.